Sacramento Police. Unit 99, are you in the clear?
Unit 99 to KMA 907. Unit 99, Sergeant Meredith, 909, in service, on the air. This is Sergeant Dan Meredith of Unit 99 at Headquarters, Police Department, City of Sacramento, California. My detail is to ride in Unit 99, our tape recorder-equipped radio car, and to respond whenever the dispatcher transmits a signal to one of our other units on duty somewhere in the city. At the scene, we make the recordings for this program. Now, to tell you more about Unit 99, here is our chief, James V. Hicks, Sacramento Police.
The job of a police officer is your protection. The cases you hear on this radio program are real cases. The police are real. The victims and the criminals are real. We are glad to provide Unit 99 and Sergeant Meredith so that you will hear how the police of a great city work night and day for your protection. Make no mistake about it. There are no actors on these tapes. They are real from beginning to end. Now to Unit 99 and Sergeant Dan Meredith on duty.
Unit 9. Unit 9, 940 detectives at the south corner of the Fruit Ridge Shopping Center in the rear. A possible 460 in progress. Come in with lights out. Unit 4. Cover in for code 2. Unit 5. What is your location? KME 907.
Detectives are requesting a unit to approach with lights out.
268-284.
Unit 4 is responding to the call. Unit 9 was also contacted. Let's go out in that area.
Unit 5, we're at 20th and Broadway. You still want us standing by?
Unit 5, you go out there too on that, the rear of the Fruit Ridge Shopping Center. Stop in.
Check.
We're just arriving. The officers are all around it. Let's get out. All sides are pretty well covered. Hello, McManus. The detectives are around back. One of the detectives is on the roof. It's believed to be a burglary in progress here. It's pretty cold. We have about a 40-mile-an-hour wind out here. In case you hear that noise, that is the wind blowing against the microphone. We'll stand by until we can get into the inside. Hello, Sergeant.
We come cruising down through here, and we hear this heavy beating in here. It's sounds like somebody working on a safe. Now we've got the whole place surrounded, trying to get in. Looks like more like a hideaway job.
You haven't seen any forced entry yet, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, they're trying to get you that information as to the owner.
Yeah, we called in for the owner to come out here and let us in the place.
We'll stand by.
Here's where they're beating. It's coming out of there.
Oh, is it still going on?
Yeah, you'll hear it in a minute.
Let's get over by there. You mean over by this gate?
It's coming out.
Oh, upstairs.
It sounds just like somebody using a sledgehammer, and then it sounds like somebody was just working on the dial of the safe itself, punching it.
Oh, punching it, What'd you say, Mac?
Get in there.
You think they're still in there? Everything's surrounded here.
That's the only way we're going to get in.
You're the only one up there, Mac?
No, there's a uniform officer up here.
Okay. Let's go around the front. Well, Mac Alexander, one of the detectives, on the roof has found the hole which was punched through the roof. He believes that the culprits are still on the inside. We have all four sides of the building surrounded. Also, the roof is pretty well covered now. It's quite a large store here, department store. I believe there are 2 detectives and 2 officers covering the roof. We have about 10 officers on the outside. Lopes,
Yes.
do you know whether or not the owner is on the way?
Well, they tried to notify the owner, but apparently they couldn't contact him. So they're going to have to go into the building the same way that the burglars are in there.
Where are they? Got a block from up on top so you can't get in, or what?
No, they got the whole attic up there.
Yeah.
You got to get in some way.
Yeah,
They
but-
came down through the roof.
Yeah.
You need a rope. You need a rope to get in from the attic down.
How are they figuring on getting out of there? Probably going out through that shipping door over on the other end there.
It's all covered over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We can't seem to contact the owner, and we have to get his. And we believe, I can see from outside here, the office is on the mezzanine section of the building, no doubt where the safe is. I see a flashlight inside, probably from our boys. I see somebody now coming through the mezzanine there. It looks like an officer. Yes, it is an officer. With the rope that we have, we'll be able to drop down inside. And after getting inside, we'll have the doors open, or one of them. Well, we're going to try. I think we can open it from the inside. He's having a little difficulty there. It's too much of a drop. And he's still lodged on the edge of that overhang. The officer is still trying to get down. They still haven't received the rope from above. I don't think he can make it. That's too much of a drop there. Unless he gets help from someone else in there. No, he's going to try it. He's lowering himself. If he can get down to that partition there that he can stand on, there's a space of about 10 feet, or 8 to 10 feet. He's hanging now. He's pretty close to the edge of that partition. He's on. He's in. He's in.
Jim Marty. Yeah. Tall Jim.
It's Tall Jim Marty, one of our patrol officers. Just received his shotgun. He's assisting another officer, his partner, down in. Both of them are inside now. See if we can get their attention, open this door. Down here. Here's the manager. Yeah. We have 2 officers in there now. They just got down in. See, they're on the floor now. Is this your office up there on the mezzanine?
Yeah.
And is your safe back in that area?
It's back.
You want to stand by outside? Okay, check everything now. We're inside.
What? Yeah, it's open on the other side, on the south side.
On the south side, you can get in. Those are the officers on the outside talking through the door. Check behind everything. Let's go through here. Okay, let's go up by the office. Huh? I don't know yet. Wendell, we're going up now and check it. Oh, they have somebody in the office. 2 of them. Yeah, they got him. Where were they hiding? Right in that back room? Now put the cuffs on these fellas. You got any tools around?
They're in the room now.
Fine. Now, where are you from?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of record do you have?
None.
None?
How many times you fall, anyway? Huh? How many times you fell? You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
You ever been to San Quentin, Folsom, or anything? Never fell in your life, huh?
No.
Walk, carry your tools too?
You got no record, nothing.
What kind of a car did you use tonight?
Didn't have any. Been hooked rides.
You hooked a ride with all these tools? Let's go in and check the safe. This is the other one. What kind of record do you have?
Not too good.
Not too good. Well, what kind of record is that?
Robbery.
Robbery? And what else?
Robbery.
How many times?
I fell once.
We came down on
I fell twice. One was juvenile.
We showed you.
Well, how old are you now?
We come down
I'm
on top of
23.
that.
23.
Oops, got him back in here.
All this money here, Camper, did you find this on these fellas?
Lopes and I searched this fellow here, and this is what he had in his pockets.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Just the 2 of you fellas?
Well, we got to get another shakedown.
Now, let's check the safe in here, see what damage they might have done. See, here's a crowbar, rope, brace and bit, small sledgehammer.
Looks like they're ready going to town.
They have everything. Oh, they've got part of the safe, which is mounted in a concrete square, half chiseled and broken away. This was probably, no doubt, where all the noise came from that was heard outside. Gloves, flashlights, bars. Mac Alexander, you and your partner, Zine, heard this as you were going by. Was that it?
Making a routine patrol behind these buildings. We heard this pounding noise, was shut off the motor, stopped, listened. It kept up, so we called for more squad cars, more assistance. We had to come in through the same hole they put in the roof, drop down on a rope to get back here to where they were.
Here we have about a 3/4 roll, brand new. With it is a knapsack and some clothing, old clothing. You
This
did
is
tonight.
apparently what they carry their tools in. It's
A knapsack, so.
old GI bag. Yeah, here's a drill still in it. That appears to be the drill they used on the roof coming through. Here's some more chisels
Yeah.
and a wrench.
Yeah, I guess they were figuring on being here for quite some time. Tonight being Saturday, the place would be closed on a Sunday all day tomorrow, too.
Well, they certainly have the tools and equipment for it.
just came through.
Yeah.
Kick this door open.
You come through this door, Lopes?
Yes.
Where were they hiding, or where were they?
One of them was standing just right about here, just at the edge of the door, and the other one was behind the door. When I kicked the door, I knocked them both off balance, I guess.
Good.
Did they threaten you in any manner?
No, they put their hands in the air immediately.
Good. Well, I knew that this place was surrounded.
Apparently, they had that impression because
At
of
that
all the
time.
voices and so forth.
Yeah. Did you find anything else on their person?
Just that money and rolled coins that this party here had on his person when we...
Where did you get this money that was found on you? Out of the cash register drawer?
Yeah.
And how about these other drawers around here, the cash registers? I see one drawer is in there where you were working. Where'd you get that?
The same one.
The same one?
Yeah.
Well, how long have you been working on this safe tonight?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. You've been in there for about 2 hours and say 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Is that right?
That's it.
Have you ever tried a safe before?
No.
Why is it that you tried one tonight?
Broke.
You're broke. Did you plan this with your partner? Did you plan this pretty well in advance with your partner here?
No, I just met him. I don't know.
When did you meet him?
Saturday.
How long ago?
When I met him on the road coming up here on the highway.
From where?
Huh?
From where?
I've been traveling all over. Man.
Well, where did you pick him up, or where did he pick you up?
I just met him on the highway walking along.
Walking?
Yeah.
Where did you get all these tools tonight?
Huh? I had them for a long time.
You had them? Those are brand new tools.
6 months.
Those are brand new. They haven't been used.
Yes, they have, too.
Where'd you get them?
There's a phone in the office. Yeah.
I bought them at surplus.
Hey, Joe, you want to take this? Hope, you want to take him in? And Capper, you're going to take him in?
Right.
Okay.
An efficient police department must have a high degree of mobility. You noted, I am sure, that in this case, patrol units converged on the scene within a few minutes of the first alarm, and at least 10 officers were in and around the building. Further questioning of the suspects revealed a third participant outside the building in a car. Although he fled when the officers arrived, he was arrested in Fresno. The three admitted this and several other burglaries and were sentenced to the state penitentiary.
Unit 99.
99, go ahead.
924, second floor.
924, second floor.
Okay, 99, came in on a 7.
I've been expecting that call. We're going to question a burglary suspect. This is the fellow who staggered into the sheriff's office with a bullet in his chest, claiming he was shot in Southside Park. Later, he admitted a friend shot him while they were examining a gun. Now he's implicated in the burglary. Rogers and Mac Alexander are going to see what they can get out of him.
Dan, you know this man that shot himself, or said another fellow shot him? We've got some more additional information on this boy, and we're going over to talk to him now. You want to come along?
You and Rogers going?
Right.
Fine, yeah.
Hello there, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
How's that bullet? They ever taken it out yet?
No.
Is it bothering you?
No.
Well, we've got a little information here in which we understand that you're involved in a burglary here in town, at least one that we know of. Want to know if you want to tell us about it?
I don't know nothing about it myself. That's why the cops told me that I was involved in one, but I don't know nothing about no burglary.
Well, we have your partner in. He admits it, and he names you as his accomplice.
Well, I can't help what my partners say. I don't know what he's talking about myself.
Everything else he has told us has checked out to be the truth.
I wouldn't know why he would have implicated me.
He's never been mad at you, has he, or want to cause you any trouble?
I wouldn't know that.
Where'd you get those guns?
Like as I told a cop the other day that we bought them rather.
Where'd you buy them?
My guy,
What guy?
I don't know him.
Whereabouts did you buy them from?
Down on Fourth.
Fourth where?
Fourth between L and Capitol.
Was he a white man or a colored man?
He was a colored man, about 36, I guess.
What was his weight?
I guess he weighed about 180, something like that.
How tall was he?
About your size.
What was he wearing?
I wouldn't pay no attention to what he was wearing.
How much did you give him for the guns?
I give him $35 for both.
Who was with you at the time that you bought them?
Me and this my partner supposed to be.
You didn't buy the guns, did you?
Yeah, I bought them.
Your partner, he implicates you as the one in on the burglary as well as the guns.
I can't say what I can't help what my partner say.
Well, why should he get you and finger you on this job? He could have kept his mouth shut, too.
I can't help what my partner.
He was with you at the time of the shooting.
So was lots more people's with me at the time I was shooting.
But what'd you want these guns for in the first place? You're not supposed to possess a gun.
As like guns.
How come your partner said that you say you gave $35 for the guns and your partner says he gave $7 for the gun?
I can't help what my partner said. He He was there at the time, but he wasn't in his right mind.
What do you mean, not in his right mind?
Well, we had been drinking a little bit.
Well, even if you did buy the guns, as you say, that small price that you gave for them, doesn't that indicate to you that they were probably hot, stolen guns?
No.
They in new condition like that?
No.
It doesn't?
Have you been working?
Yes, I work once in a while.
Where?
I was working down a car lot.
Car lot doing what?
Washing cars.
What kind of a salary did you get down there?
$1 an hour.
And you could afford to go out and buy 2 guns for $35.
Or not. Money's made to spend, isn't it?
Why did you buy these guns?
By somebody I wanted to give one of them to.
Well, how about the other one?
I was going to keep one of them.
Why?
As I said before, I like guns.
That's not a very good reason. You know that yourself.
That's the best reason I can think of at the time. People buy what they like, isn't it?
Well, that's rather hard for us to believe. You know, you lied to us at first about being shot in the park. Then you changed your story to getting shooting yourself. Then you changed it again to getting accidentally shot when you and your friend were playing with those guns. Now, as I said before, what he has told us about this burglary has checked out. And he names you as his partner. Now, who do you think we're going to believe?
You're going to believe him, probably.
I think we will.
We have no alternative.
What's he charged with now?
Violation of parole and burglary.
This man, although he had been implicated in a burglary by his associate, steadfastly denied the crime. He did, however, admit possession of a gun, which, as an ex-convict, placed him in violation of the law, as well as in violation of his parole. The case is still pending. I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed your ride with Unit 99 tonight, and that you will join us for another tour of duty.
This is Unit 99 in Sacramento, California. These on-the-scene tape recordings were provided by the Sacramento Police Department and were made on duty by Sergeant Dan Meredith in Unit 99. Your host is Chief James V. Hicks of the Sacramento Police Department. Be with us when once again you will hear...
KMA 907, Sacramento Police. Unit 99, are you in the clear?
Unit 99 to KMA 907. Unit 99, Sergeant Meredith, 909, in service, on the air.
Unit 99, with Sergeant Dan Meredith in service on the air, will be heard again next week at this same time and over this same station. Join us then for another interesting on-the-spot report of actual happenings as they were tape recorded by members of the Sacramento Police Department. The events described are real. The voices of the people heard are the actual voices of those involved in the police investigation. Police officers, detectives, victims, suspects. These are not actors. These are the actual people involved. Unit 99 is a presentation of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
cleared.
Unit 99 to KMA 907. Unit 99, Sergeant Meredith, 909, in service, on the air. This is Sergeant Dan Meredith of Unit 99 at Headquarters, Police Department, City of Sacramento, California. My detail is to ride in Unit 99, our tape recorder-equipped radio car, and to respond whenever the dispatcher transmits a signal to one of our other units on duty somewhere in the city. At the scene, we make the recordings for this program. Now, to tell you more about Unit 99, here is our chief, James V. Hicks, Sacramento Police.
When Unit 99 takes off on the dispatcher's radio signal, everything which happens is real. What you hear, happened. This is the standing order to Sergeant Meredith, the officer in charge of Unit 99. Get it on the spot while it's going on. And as you listen, this is what Meredith does. Now to Unit 99 and Sergeant Dan Meredith on duty.
Hi, Dan. Where to tonight?
Oh, upstairs, the sheriff's office. Remember the silk stocking bandits?
Oh, yeah. 16th and L, 8th and E, 28th and X. They wore stockings for masks and put everybody in the powder room. Yeah, I remember.
Well, we've got them, I think. Let's go find out.
Is there anything you'd like to say about your part in these stick-ups? Well, let's start from the King of Clubs now. We are the King of Clubs about 1 o'clock in the morning, and who split the place up. This Tufts, the guy that owned the bar, was behind the bar. We ordered people out behind the bar and put the customers into the back restroom. So I went behind the bar and opened the cash register and took what money was in the cash register.
How much did you get out of the cash register?
I don't exactly know.
How much did you get on the job?
Well, approximately 180 to 185 dollars. Now, you said we entered the bar. Would you tell us how many of you were involved in this?
2.
Just 2 men. You, yourself, and another party.
Myself and another party.
Would you care to name this other party?
I wouldn't.
What transpired after you stuck up the bartender and the patrons, placed the patrons in the back room?
Well, I went behind the bar and opened up the cash register and opened up the drawers in the back bar and see if there's any money in the back bar. I looked underneath the one compartment and where the whiskey was at, and there was no money there. Then I picked up the nickels in this tray you just mentioned, put them in my pocket. On the way out, I picked up both ladies' purses, and we went to the front door and then left. I got into the car and back to our apartment.
What did you do with those women's purses? Did you throw them away on the way away from the King of Clubs?
That's a sore spot. I wished I had them.
You wish you had them?
Why?
Well, I took and kept the purses because of the intention to return them to them so that people wouldn't lose their identification and everything, and that's why I'm here.
That was your intention, though, to return the purses of all those papers and cards found at your place?
Yes, sir.
Had you so-called cased that place before you went in it?
No, we just went in cold.
Did you know that there was a restroom window there?
No, if I'd have cased the place, I would have knew that, and I wouldn't have put them in that restroom.
Why did you bring that point up, Relis?
Well, we had a witness that observed the suspects leave the scene and observed the car and the make of the car and license number of the car, which tied in with, of course, with the apprehension of the suspects. Have you ever done time before?
Yes.
How many times?
3.
And in those 3 times, what would you say the total damage you've done would be? Would amount to?
About 8 years.
About 8 years.
And how old are you now?
28.
28 years old.
Well, there's...
Now, you did time on what charges? What were the charges before?
Grand theft, burglary, auto theft, a strong armed person in Los Angeles.
Where have you done most of your time?
California.
And what
Where was this? Pardon me?
California.
What institution?
Well, most of it was in San Quentin. I was in Folsom for a very short period of time. Part of it was in Los Angeles County.
Well, isn't it true that you became acquainted with this other suspect in this case at San Quentin?
That's right.
You get pretty friendly with him?
Too friendly.
Was anything ever mentioned while you were in there about stick-ups and how easy they were done?
Between this party and me, no. I mean, we were what you call more or less business associates in San Quentin. I mean, we gambled together and stuff like that.
Well, you haven't talked about sticking up places at all? When did you get together and talk this thing over?
Well,
I met him right after he first came out. And we became friends, but when I was downtown, I'd stop in and have a beer with him, or I'd see him in a bar, we'd have a beer together. And on the night in question, well, I was short of money, and I was broke, and owed some money, and one of us mentioned the stick-up, and we both, I guess, was in the same mood, so we went out and pulled a cold.
Which one of the two of you out on that King of Clubs had the patch over the nose?
Well, I think it was me.
Well, why did you do that?
Well, I got a pretty good-sized nose.
Was that to more or less camouflage the appearance of your nose, the shape of your nose?
You didn't think the silk stockings would completely hide you?
Well, I knew the silk stockings would do a good job of it, but I mean, I figured that the Band-Aid across my nose would help.
Which one of you held the gun in this caper?
My associate.
You did not?
No, sir. Wasn't there someone in the bar that caused you some difficulty? Well, there was this one fellow in the bar was sitting about halfway back to the bar that was a pretty good-sized boy, I don't know, maybe 6'2", 6'3", and a couple 100 pounds. It was pretty well lushed up, drunk. And we first ordered him off the stools and away from the bar. He got off the stool and stepped back from the bar. And we ordered him to the restrooms, and he took 3 or 4 steps and stopped. And asked us what it was all about. And we told him not to give us no lip to get on in the back room.
And what happened about that time when he started giving you a little lip?
We stood there for a minute and gave us his slip, and I took a step forward and told him to get on in the back room before he got hurt. And he just looked at me for a minute, and he went on to the back room.
Did you pull a gun on him, or what?
No, I stuck my hand in my pocket and simulated having a gun in my pocket.
Were you nervous at any time during this stick-up?
No, I wouldn't say I was nervous.
Getting back to those purses and the property that you say you intended to return to the people, what happened to that after you got into your car?
We left everything into the purses till we got back to the apartment, and once we got back to the apartment, we dumped all the purses and removed everything and went through their wallets, and everything in the purses might have any money in it. And then after that, we put all the clothes and the purses and the papers and the wallet and everything into a green box. Put a padlock on the box, and at that time I took it to my home or my apartment.
Was that the green box that was found that more or less tied you in with this?
Yes, it was.
After freely confessing a series of armed robberies, this man was sentenced to a term in the state penitentiary, which he is now serving. He refused to identify his confederate, but in a short time, you will hear the interrogation of his suspected accomplice. In the meantime, here is Sergeant Bruce Guthrie in Unit 99.
Unit 99.
99, go ahead.
Unit 99, 940. Unit 9, south of the ice house at the Western Pacific Yard.
940, Unit 9. Roger.
KMA 907.
I've been expecting this call. I told Unit 9 when they make their routine check of the railroad tracks in the rear of the ice house to give 99 a call. We've been having considerable trouble with railroad bums and transients camping along here, causing trouble in the neighborhood by mooching and a lot of petty thievery. So we'll check this out with Unit 9. Hello, Kenny. Morris. What have you got?
Hi, Sergeant. You asked us to call you when we made a routine check along the tracks for transients. Well, we've found some. Going down and shake them down now.
What's the reason for making this check? Do you have some particular reason for doing it?
Well, it is a routine check, as I said, and a lot of these men are on the lam, you might say, on the road. They're skipping out. We give them a check. And another thing, it's a neighborhood problem in this area.
In other words, you've had a lot of complaints about these transients smooching and so forth in the area?
That's correct. They knock at doors and bother the citizens. There have been complaints.
Okay, we'll check down along the tracks here. At the present time, we're down behind the ice house, along the railroad tracks. We've had considerable trouble in this particular area because there's a lot of material piled around. Looks like they have quite a jungle camp here, don't they? A little food, the remains of a fire.
A while back here last year, we turned up one fellow here with a gun on him. Remember that particular case?
Yes, I do remember that.
Here's a couple right here, Sergeant. They've made themselves a shack out of this tin, corrugated. Cover themselves with cardboard. Stand up, will you, fellas? Step out here. That's it. Keep your hands away.
Want to step out here a little bit?
Yes. I'm going to shake this guy first, Jack.
At the present time, the officers have these two men separated. One of them standing by to observe. The other officer is shaking the man down. The peculiar thing about these people, particularly the railroad transients, they come along to a place like this and find that they're not disturbed, and they build a regular camp. For instance, this. They have a shelter built out of tin, bed made out of cardboard. They have their wine bottles, of course, table made out of old boxes, fireplace, all the comforts of home.
See some bananas ripening over there, Bruce.
You got your local bread stuck in your pocket?
Yes, it's quite a local.
How long you been carrying that?
Just this evening.
Just this evening. I wouldn't even feed that to my chickens. Pretty good looking hat. Where'd you pick that up at?
I work all the time whenever this works. I bought it at Stockton, sir.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a farm laborer, sir.
What kind of a record you got?
My record's good, sir. Had any trouble here?
Never been arrested for anything?
Oh, I've been arrested times. Yes, sir.
For what?
Well, for drunk, you know, like that.
How about vagrancy?
Vagrancy once, sir.
You on a floater now?
No, sir.
When's the last time you were arrested?
Oh, it's been about 6 months, sir.
What for then?
In Fresno. I was drunk one night, you know, and was picked up and turned out the next day.
When's the last time you were arrested for vagrancy?
Oh, it's been a long time, sir.
How about big time?
I've done some big times.
What for?
Well, it was car theft, sir.
When was that?
That's been 1952.
How much time did you get out of that?
I got 15 months in and 15 out.
15 in, 15 out?
Yes, sir. That is, you know, the parole. I'm through with the parole, sir.
You're through with your parole now?
Yes, sir.
When did you finish your parole?
In March the 5th. I was 4.
Where'd you do your big time?
At Chino.
How about this other fellow, Kenny?
How about you?
Well, I'm just going down here to get a job.
You a farm laborer, too?
Yes, sir.
Let me take a look at your hands, will you?
Been washing.
Haven't had very many knives in those hands lately, have you?
No, sir. I've been washing dishes, though.
Oh, I see. Where have you been washing dishes, in Sacramento?
Oh, yes, sir.
This seems to be a pretty clean-cut looking guy here, Bruce, don't you think?
Yeah, how about his record, Kenny?
How about it?
No, sir, I don't have no record.
Never fell, huh?
No, sir.
We can find out, you know.
Yeah, I know you can.
When'd you get out of jail?
I haven't been in jail.
You've never been arrested?
No, sir.
Never been fingerprinted?
Yeah, I was fingerprinted.
What for?
In the Army.
In the Army? That's
Yes,
the only time?
Yes, sir.
You haven't been in jail at all?
No, sir.
It's a little bit unusual. I think you better check this man out.
You can't sleep along the tracks very long and not get arrested, Bruce. We know that. How about it? You gonna dummy up?
Sir, no, sir, I'm not dumbing up. I got better sense than that.
No time at all?
No, sir.
How old a man are you?
42 years old.
How long you been hitting the road?
Well, I've just been hitting it. Well, I've been on the road several times going from job to job. This is about the first time I've ever been on the tramp, though.
You never got busted?
No, sir.
That's really a remarkable record, don't you see, Sergeant?
I would say it's extremely remarkable. I'll bet when you take him in, you'll find that he does have a record of some type. What are you going to do now, Officer Kenny?
I think we'll check this fella's record and find if he's been not telling the truth about his record. He's obviously a man with no means of support, and the type that is hitting this neighborhood pretty regular for handouts.
The usual procedure in these cases now is to take them in and bag them.
That's correct.
And have them checked out through the CI&I and our local BFI, isn't that right?
That's correct. They'll get a thorough check.
Okay, have you checked the rest of this area, Morris?
Oh, we looked the area over thorough, and these are the only two we could locate around here. It's unusual. Usually there's quite a few more at night. It seemed we hit a bad night picking them up.
Yeah, once these guys get out here, they feel it's their home. They really take advantage of it. Okay, thanks, fellas.
The first of these men was sentenced to 30 days in jail for vagrancy. The second, who claimed never to have been arrested, had a rap sheet or record 5 pages long. He was a 3-time loser in Texas. He had fallen in Washington, D.C., Kansas, and Kentucky for burglary, grand theft, auto theft, concealed weapons, and narcotics, peddler and user. He was wanted by Sacramento County for escape and by our department for petty theft. He was sentenced to 30 days for the theft and given an additional 30 days for vagrancy.
Unit 99.
99, go ahead.
Unit 99. 924 Detective Division.
924, coming in.
Check 99. KMA 907.
That's our other silk stocking.
We have just returned from the Sacramento County Jail, talking to your partner, the other suspect in these silk stocking stick-ups here in Sacramento, and we'd like to ask you some questions and get your side of the story. You want to tell us anything you know about it?
Well, you go ahead and ask your question.
I mean, where did you come from when you came to Sacramento?
From San Quentin.
How long had you been in San Quentin?
5 years.
What did you do your rap for?
Robbery.
Where?
San Francisco.
You fell out of San Francisco in a robbery? What kind of a robbery was that?
Armed robbery.
Did 5 years.
That's right.
And you've been in Sacramento ever since being released from... Are you on parole now?
Yes, I am.
How much time do you have on your parole?
4 years and 9 months.
11 year parole officer is who?
Nice water.
What type of place was that you fell for in San Francisco?
Tavern stick-up.
Do you know anything about that stick-up we had at the King of Clubs?
Not a thing.
You weren't connected with it?
That's right.
You deny being a part of that stick-up?
That's correct.
What if we were to tell you that your partner has already told us that you were in on that?
Well, that's his business, what he tells you.
Do you deny that?
That's right.
Why do you deny that?
Because I wasn't in on it.
No, in our investigation, we turned up a green wooden box out in the vicinity of 32nd Street. And in this box was a number of items that were apparently used on these various stick-ups. There was a couple of silk stockings, black overcoat, which is described in one stick-up. It was a .380 automatic, identification paper from a number of patrons in that bar. Do you want to know anything about that box that turned up?
Nothing.
Do you have any idea at all about it?
Nothing.
We have the story of one of the men that was arrested at the same time you were, that he overheard a conversation between you and a man that he said you requested to go make a phone call about that box. And he tells us that you mentioned the box and what was in it, the gun, the silk stockings, the black overcoat, and that my fingerprints would be all over the contents of that box. Do you deny making that, they were talking about that box in front of this other?
I have nothing more to say about the green box.
Well, how about the guns in these stick-ups? Do you possess a gun?
No.
Have you ever owned a gun?
No.
Have you ever touched a gun?
No.
Did you use your gun? Were you handling the gun in the stick-up in San Francisco at the time?
No.
Did you have any gun at all?
No.
Now, I just wanted to bring up something else that might surprise you, that we've got fingerprints off of that gun, and the fingerprints belong to you. Do you know that?
No.
2 good prints.
Well, I still deny having touched a gun.
Well, here's another thing that transpired today. We took material over to our Criminal Identification Bureau, took samples from the coats, remnants that were hanging on the coat and so forth, compared them, and the comparison from the technician at the Bureau says it's pretty good. It points right back at you again.
Well, in my estimation, that's a physical impossibility.
Well, you made the statement that that would be a physical impossibility, that your hair could be identified with hairs found in those silk stockings. Would you care to explain that, how that could be a physical impossibility?
Certainly, I never had my head in a silk stocking.
You recall the night you were arrested, the evening you were arrested there was quite a quantity of rugs and brass plaques that hang on the wall and some radios and so forth there. in your apartment. Where did that stuff come from?
Imagine it was stolen. I told you right from the start that I was in possession of stolen property. I've never denied that.
Now, getting back to those fingerprints, I mentioned, I don't know whether I did or not, but I mentioned 2 fingerprints being on the gun. And this gun was locked at all times. This gun was locked at all times in this box that was found out in the rear of this residence. Do you deny ever having possession of that gun or using the gun in any stick-ups?
I still deny it.
Have you ever handled that gun?
I have no further remarks on the gun.
How do you think you stand against our evidence that we have?
I've got my side of the story. It'll just have to come out in court.
Also, this other suspect that we questioned, he says the person that's been borrowing my car is the one that's been pulling these other stick-ups. I'm not going to say who he is or what he is, but the person that's been borrowing my car is the one that's involved in other stick-ups.
Maybe more than one person's been borrowing his car.
To our knowledge, during the questioning, he never mentioned any more than one person. He mentioned one person borrowing his car.
Mm-hmm.
Getting back to all this evidence that we have that points towards you and the statements of these other men that are arrested, do you care to make any statement in defense of yourself or how to clear yourself or deny this evidence that we have that points to you?
The only thing I have to say will be said in court.
Of course, you understand now that if you should not be guilty of this, we'd like to know about it. We would clear you. We would work just as hard to clear you as we would to try to convict you. If you can give us any facts to go on, but you haven't done that. You haven't given us any names that we could check for alibis. There's nothing you have said that would help clear you. Doesn't that look strange to you?
Well, I'll tell you, I have my own defense, and when it comes time, I'll bring it forward. I just don't want the police interfering in it before it's ready, that's all.
Will you bring out other facts in court?
Certainly.
Facts that would tend to clear you of any of these stick-ups?
If I didn't think I had a chance in court, gentlemen, I'd give you my confession right now.
This man, who staunchly denied any part in the armed robbery, pled not guilty and took his case into Superior Court. There he was convicted, and he is now serving time in a state penitentiary. So much for the silk stocking bandits. They made a lot of trouble for the police, but any officer will tell you, sooner or later, they all fall.
This is Unit 99. These on-the-scene tape recordings were provided by the Sacramento Police Department and were made on duty by Sergeant Dan Meredith in Unit 99. Your host is Chief James V. Hicks of the Sacramento Police Department. Unit 99 was directed by Tony Kester and came to you from Sacramento.
Unit 99 to KMA 907. Unit 99, 908 coming in. End of tour.
Unit 99 has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Six in service, starting mileage 27665, 27665. Officers Perkins and Johnson. Check 56, 6:09 p.m., starting night watch.
This is Don Reed. I'm a police recorder. You're riding in the back seat of car 56, a detective unit just reporting in service on the night watch. You're going along with us tonight. Just where? Your guess is as good as mine. However, remember, the people you hear are not actors. This is it. This is real. This is Night Watch.
Night Watch, the actual on-the-scene report of your police force in action. Every voice, every sound is authentic. The investigations are recorded as they actually occur. Night Watch, presented with the cooperation of the Police Department of Culver City, California, W.N. Hildebrand, Chief. We switch you now to car 56 on patrol and your police recorder, Don Reed.
Patrol 1 to 56. Your location?
56 to 1. We're southbound on Jefferson, approaching Raymond Boulevard.
1 to 56 in front of 1085 Parker Drive. That's 1085 Parker Drive. A 214 now in progress. Advise if you need further assistance. Code 3.
56 to 1, 10-4.
Taking off in response to that call. A 214 in progress means there's a fight going on at that location. Now we've kicked on our sirens, moved the traffic over to allow us to get there as soon as possible. We're rolling code 3. That's red light and siren. As you can well imagine, in a deal like this, every second counts. As I look ahead, watching that siren clear a path for us, I can't help but remember what a veteran detective told me the other day. He said something about chasing a hold-up suspect with a gun never bothered him, but running code 3 scared him to death. And as I look ahead, I can well appreciate his point of view. There's the sergeant really giving the treatment down to that siren. We'll be there in just a matter of seconds. Should be on the next corner. Yes, apparently that's it. Several people running from the cafe on the corner, riding into a stop. There's a fight going on, but our view is blocked for the most part by a milling crowd. Sergeant's out of the car and waiting in, so let's get going over there. Out of the car. Okay, here's the picture. A man down in the street. A woman is on top of him, beating him over the head with the heel of her shoe. Another police unit's rolled in. Officer Ross is giving us a hand to escort her to the police car. She's putting up a struggle. It's necessary to handcuff the prisoner.
Daddy killed me! Daddy killed me!
You get in the police car here.
I will. I'll be glad to, but I want to kill him. I'm going to kill myself because I got nothing to live for. You understand that? Photographers. I read it all the time. Photographers. Take that picture. Wait a minute. Give me my purse.
Get your purse. Put your foot out of the way here.
All right, we have the subject under control now. Let's check out the victim. Has he got a pulse?
Yes, he's got a pulse. It's pretty fast right now. He's breathing all right. We're waiting. The ambulance comes in now. It's on its way.
I see. Apparently he was pretty badly beaten up. Well, that woman over in the car is certainly letting loose a barrage here, isn't she?
Sure is.
What'd you say, lady? Well, the sergeant's going over to check on the witness. Let's go back to the car where the prisoner is being held for a moment.
Honey, don't bring my glasses. I know.
Use your glasses. You want me to take your glasses
Will
off?
you take them for me?
Sure, will.
Please do.
All right.
And how my husband is so... Right. Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. That's what I like about you. Yes, ma'am.
Well, we'll take
My
care of your
husband.
glasses.
It was
Yes, ma'am.
Sniggy.
Excuse me just a moment, ma'am.
All right.
Find out what happened now.
Well, we work over here, and we just looked across the street, heard all this argument, and the lady and another guy were there, and this guy was probably had an argument. I don't know if it's his wife or not, but anyhow, the next thing you know, she tried to get in and slug him. He pushed her away. He didn't hit her.
That's the fellow on the ground?
Yeah, he just pushed her, and she fell on her. She's loaded.
Excuse me, that woman's out again.
Well, here we go again. The prisoner is out of the car, and the sergeant, however, has her under control. Once again, is putting her in the back seat of the car.
Well, I come here and I wanted to drink, and we had several drinks, and I ran into a fellow I knew, and then he got mad, and we had a couple more drinks and stuff, and then that's what happened, that's all. That's what happened.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
I had 4 eyeballs.
How come you were hitting this fellow with your shoe?
He hit my husband, that's why.
Well, what were you doing out with him?
I still love my husband. He was sitting in the bar, and he was talking to us, and I was sitting with him. And then I said, I love my husband. I said, I love him, but he don't.
Well, if you love your husband, how come you were out with another man?
I wasn't out with another man. Don't give me that. I went out with him tonight.
How did you get into a fight with this fellow over here in the
Because he was in the bar room sitting here, and he come up and asked me to dance, and I was in here, and I danced with him, and then that's all. I don't know.
Well, how did
and
the fight
this
start?
girlfriend...
How did the fight start?
Well, then this guy come over and he says, do you mind if I dance with your wife? And then the fight started, and that's the way it happened. And then I came aside, and that was it.
Well, you calmed down. You just
still love him.
How much have you had to drink
I
tonight?
still love him. I had 5 eyeballs, but I don't care who knows it. I don't care who knows it.
Relax, and sit back in the car here now. You
They don't
relax,
know what
relax.
trouble is. They don't know what trouble is, officer. They don't know what trouble is. I'm going through it.
Well, we can't have this kind of trouble out
Oh, they don't know what I'm going through. They don't know it. They don't know it.
Look, Bill, take this prisoner on into the station, will you? Let's get her off the street. We're just attracting a crowd here.
Okay.
Well, walking out here in the middle of the street where Sergeant Perkins is directing traffic, and off in the distance you probably can hear an ambulance rolling in. So, briefly, this is our situation. The woman assailant has been placed in another police unit and is now en route to the station. And in just a matter of moments, we'll have medical aid for the victim lying here on the sidewalk. Now, the siren is coming in pretty loud right now. I just can't talk anymore, so let's just let her roll right on in.
This man's been beaten over the head with a shoe. He's probably got a concussion. Better take him right over to the emergency hospital, and the motor officer will follow you over, see everything's okay.
Wow. Well, Sergeant, that was some hassle, huh?
Yeah, this case has a new twist to it.
What do you mean by that?
Remember she was screaming that the reason she was beating this fellow over the head is she was trying to protect her husband?
Yeah. I think everybody for 3 blocks around heard that.
Well, she made one mistake. The man she was beating over the head was her husband.
You are listening to Night Watch and following a detective unit on its tour of duty. Every voice, every sound is authentic. The investigations are recorded as they actually occur. We'll bring you the final results of tonight's cases at the conclusion of The Night Watch. We take you now back to car 5-6, somewhere in the field, and police recorder Don Reed.
5-2 to 5-6. Your location.
5-6 to 5-2. We're at Venice and Overland.
So will you meet us at Culver and Overland?
5-6-10-4.
We're just pulling up to Unit 5-2, waiting for us. Officers Cameron and Good. Let's check this out.
What have you got, Good?
Tonight, a few minutes ago, we got word from a fellow down at the filling station that one of his customers had come in there tonight and that he was packing a 38 Special. The fellow said he had a strap to the steering column. He was pretty well under the influence.
Been drinking pretty heavy, huh?
Yes.
What kind of car did he have?
He had a 1950 Ford two-door, two-tone in color, dark top and tan body.
Did anybody get a license number on the car at all?
No license.
Which way did the car go?
I believe he said he went eastbound on Washington Boulevard at the time.
Okay. Well, we'll go up there right away and talk to the fellow and see if we can't pick the car up. This gun is strapped to the steering column of the car?
Yes, he's got it in a holster, and the holster itself is strapped to the column.
Which gas station is it?
It's the one down on Main and Stanley.
Main and Stanley? Okay, we'll go right over there.
Actually, the gas station's right here in the next block. Just up a few hundred yards. As a matter of fact, I can see it right now. On the right-hand side, small, couple of gas pumps, grease rack. Swinging into the drive. Just one attendant, I guess. White uniform. I'll check that. It used to be a white uniform. Let's get the window down.
Are you the one that gave the uniform officer that information? What was the deal on it?
Well, he had a 38 pearl handle. I'd say a swing cylinder. What it was. And he had a tie drill on his steering post. It's big 50 Ford Victoria, two-tone, Arkansas plate. Slender guy, weighed about 155, 60 pounds. Had a little boy with him. But carrying a gun like that loaded and drinking wine don't add up.
No, it doesn't.
There's been so many holdups, so I figure I don't know. But now he's headed in this direction with the boy. He had a bottle of wine laying in the seat. He went to the restroom. I said, "What's that laying in the seat, sonny?" He said, "That's Daddy's cough medicine."
How old's the boy?
The little boy's about, I'd say 5, maybe.
If you see him around, why, give me a call, will you?
Sure will.
Thanks very much.
Okay, yeah.
Good night.
5-6. Can you read us?
5-6, go ahead.
5-2 to 5-6. I think we've located the party's car in the case you're working on. Location 2900 Farley, 2900 Farley, in the bar's parking lot. It's just across the line in Santa Monica. You might check it out.
Roger, 5-2. We'll roll right down there.
This should be, that should be the cafe, possibly right over there where he is.
Ways on to take a look on it.
Yeah.
There's the car.
Yeah. That's it right there.
It's its own job.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
Well, we'll go down the side street and stake out on it. Yeah. He comes back in the car.
What if he's got the kid in the car? I can't see.
Couldn't see. He's probably got it inside that bar.
I don't suppose he'd take the kid in the bar with him, do you?
I don't know. Any guy who carries a gun's likely to do anything.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, let's pull around here. Stake out.
I'll get up close enough for... no, I guess we won't get close enough to see if there's anybody in the car.
Keep where he can't see us, where we can see the car.
Yeah.
5-6 to 1. Can you read us?
Control 1 to 5-6.
5-6 to 1. We're at 2900 Farley on stakeout in Santa Monica. Would you advise the Santa Monica police that we have the suspect under observation? And he may be armed, and we don't want to try to take him inside. So when he comes out, we may need a Santa Monica unit to assist us in stopping him.
Control 1 to 5-6. We'll notify.
Might as well sit back and relax. Five 6 to control when requesting a time check.
Control 1 to 5-6. 1:45 a.m. KMA 394.
5-6, 10-4.
I see him coming out now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's getting in the car.
Yeah.
Got the little boy with him.
Yeah, can you imagine that? This time of night?
Kid's in the car.
Yeah. Well, according to all calculations, he should flip a U-turn right about here.
He should.
If he's going in our direction, I hope he does. Let's see what happens. There he goes. Well, he didn't flip the U. He went straight ahead. And we'll pick up the tail as soon as we get in the proper position. We'll get this car stopped when we get some uniform officers to join up with us so that we can shake this car down. Determine if we got this guy in there. So hold on. First, tail him out. I've got my eye on him. He's just a couple of 100 yards ahead. Still got the little boy with him. I can see him bouncing around on the front seat.
Let's get in behind him and pull him over. 5-6 to 1. We have a Santa Monica unit meet us at Ocean near 18th Street. We're stopping that car now.
Control 1 to 5-6. Will do.
It's on our red light. The suspect is moving his car over the curb. Stop him. Getting out of the car. Watching the suspect. Sergeant Perkins up identifying himself as a police officer. Let's move in.
You are? So what?
What do you mean, so what? This your car, sir?
Yes, sir.
You the driver of the car?
No, I haven't been driving
Does
this
the car belong to you?
It belongs to me, yes, sir.
Stand right over there, please.
Suspect unsteady on his feet. Let's look in the car. Over in the corner. Little boy, 4 or 5 years. No jacket. Watching every move. Is that a gun in the holster?
Where's the gun you had?
I have 2 or 3.
You had one tonight.
Yeah.
Gun on it.
Yes, I do. How come you searching me?
Because we had a complaint that you had a gun in the car. You had it earlier tonight.
Who are you?
I told you, I'm a police officer.
A police officer from where?
City of Culver City.
Oh, you are?
Yes, sir.
Badges and identification around. Flashlight. Suspect studying credentials.
You're a sergeant.
That's right.
Oh. Well, that's fine. I'm a sergeant, too.
Where?
Well, I'm a sergeant where you've never been, I guess. You've probably never been where I've been.
Well, maybe not.
No, sir. I guess you've never been there.
Is that your little boy that's with you tonight?
Yes, sir.
How come you take him into all these bars?
Because there's no law against it, is there?
On your condition?
He's with me. He's with his father.
Mm-hmm. Santa Monica officers are coming in, Sergeant.
We've been kidding this guy. He pulled into a gas station in Culver City. We got a call from the gas station there, and he had a gun strapped in the car there alongside of the steering column.
Yeah.
Just beginning to shake the car down. There is a holster there, but there's no gun. This fellow at the gas station said about 10:30 or so tonight while he pulled in the gas station.
Back to the suspect's car. Has the little boy by the hand. Youngster, very nervous. Can't quite make out what's going on.
Well, if you'll just stand right back in front of the police car there. Back a little bit farther.
Hi, fella. You're up kind of late, aren't you? Little fellow looks pretty sleepy, doesn't he?
Butch. You want to go home?
Yeah. How old are you, son?
4 years.
4 years old?
Little fellow by accident.
Look, let's...
My wife will be throwing a fit.
Wait a minute. Let's get something straight. You're under arrest right now. Now, let's get the boy and get in the car and go with us. You want to lock the car? Fine. If not, we'll impound it. Now, what do you want? You want to lock it up?
I have no choice.
Well, let's lock it up. Let's go.
Okay, fella. Butch?
Come on.
Come on, Sonny.
Well, I'll have to have my boy go with you, sir.
No gun. Now, he's getting rid of it somewhere. We'll take him in and put him on drunk and contributing as long as he's got the kid with him. Let the day detectives check out the gun angle.
Yeah. Prisoner up front, handcuffed. We're in the back with the little boy. He's wide awake, holding onto my arm. Now, let's get back to police headquarters.
Why do you carry a gun?
I shot a couple of foxes. Back home in Arkansas. I carry my gun with me all the time because we have foxes and they're rabid. They're rabid. They're carrying germs, disease, and they bite the stock. I don't know what's the matter with you.
Just relax. Just relax.
5-6 in with one. Booking door, please.
Control 1 to 5-6. Clear for booking. KMA 294.
We're located now at the booking desk here at headquarters. It's now 3:15 a.m. and we've just finished booking the prisoner. How you feel, Butchie?
All right. That's wonderful. What is your name, sir?
My name is Perkins.
Perkins?
That's right.
This is Sergeant Perkins over here, Butch. He's going to take you home.
Let's go.
Stay right here, Butch. Stay right here, little fella. Back a moment. Headed into the cell block for the prisoner. Jailer's opening the door for us. Prisoners placed in the cell. Secure.
Good night, Bush. Bye-bye, Bush. Bye, Bush. Good night, Bush.
Through the door. Back onto the booking desk again.
Come on, son. Okay.
Well, let's take the little fellow home to his mother.
Right there? Uh-huh. Okay, let's go in and see if we can find Mommy. Follow.
Up the walk. Small house. Surrounded by trees. It's very dark. Door's always wide open.
Can we talk to you now, please? Police officers.
Unusual. The door wide open.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently the wife's asleep in bed. I'll be darned. Look, little puppy.
Yeah, cute little guy. I'm Sergeant Perkins from the police department.
Yes.
We have your husband up at the police station.
Yes.
Do you know where he's been all night?
No, I don't. With my boy, I've just been...
Well, he's been in a bar from about 11 o'clock on. He's had the boy with him. 2:15, he finally came out of the bar with the boy. We felt it a little bit unusual the boy would be up this time of night.
Well, yes, of course it is. He was supposed to go to a friend's house and come right back. Early this evening.
Does your husband have a revolver?
Yes, but he doesn't have it with him, does he?
Well, we have your husband down at the station, and he's booked on suspicion of armed robbery under the circumstances, and also he's booked on contributing to the delinquency of a minor. So you can check with the detectives tomorrow during the day, and they can tell you what the disposition is going to be. He's been drinking pretty much tonight. We think this youngster ought to get to bed.
Yes, I do. You know, it's past his bedtime. I don't see how he could be awake even at this hour, but I guess it's excitement.
Okay, ma'am. If you want to check with them at the Culver City Police tomorrow, why?
Where's the car? Is it...
The car, yes. I'll give you the address where the car is. It's in Santa Monica.
Must be 4 o'clock almost, Sergeant.
Pretty close to it.
It's 20 minutes to 4.
20 minutes to 4? It's so late I can't even write. Here's the address where the car is. The car is in Santa Monica, but your husband's in Culver City. Okay?
Yes.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, what's the matter? Did you turn
I'll throw you light.
I got a light here. It's okay.
We're all right, thank you.
Good night.
Beg pardon?
I say thank you for bringing my boy home. Here.
That little puppy's following us.
Puppy, you better go back inside.
Go back, fella. It's later than you think.
You've been listening to actual cases of your police force in action on The Night Watch. Investigations recorded as they happened. And now back to police headquarters and Chief W.N. Hildebrand.
In the first investigation tonight, in which the officers found the woman beating her husband over the head with her shoe, the subject was booked for assault, the maximum penalty of which is 6 months in the county jail and a $500 fine. In the final case where the man was reported carrying a gun, as you heard, the investigation revealed he did not have the gun in his possession at the time he was stopped. However, the man was intoxicated and exposing a small child to considerable danger. Consequently, he was booked for intoxication and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. We are presenting the actual events recorded on the Night Watch with a very definite purpose in mind. Recently, I received a letter from a young lady who stated,
As she was walking home, a man jumped from his car and attempted to drag her in. Fortunately, the suspect was frightened off. However, she had listened to Night Watch and remembered our instructions to take the license number and inform the local police department at once. Curious of the final result, we checked with the city involved and found that the suspect had been picked up and incidentally pled guilty to the charge. In such a case as this, it gives meaning to why we are presenting Night Watch.
Thank you, Chief Hildebrand. You have heard on-the-scene reports of your police force in action. Every voice, every sound has been real. Night Watch, brought to you through the cooperation of the Police Department of Culver City, California, is produced by Sterling Tracy and Jim Hedlock, with technical advice by Sergeant Ron Perkins, and described in the field by police recorder Don Reed.
Control 1 to car 59, clear, code 7, KMA 394. Car 50T at Overland and Denton, traffic accident, ambulance follow-up, hit and run felony involved, code 3. All units in the vicinity, be on the lookout for black sedan, out-of-state plates, no further description. Maybe southbound on Overland. Should have heavy damage to right side of car.
This is Don Reed, a police recorder. You're riding in a detective unit. Black sedan, radio buried in glove compartment. No identification as a police car. Driving? Sergeant Ron Perkins. We're all dressed in civilian clothes. Sports suit, overcoats. This is Detective Unit 5-6 on the Night Watch. At the moment, we're checking southbound traffic, looking for a hit-and-run driver. And while you're with us tonight, remember, the people you meet are not actors. You're listening just as it happens, because this is it. This is real. This is Night Watch.
Night Watch, the actual on-the-scene report of your police force in action. Every voice, every sound is authentic. Wherever Detective Unit 5-6 is called, you follow, as the official police recorder transcribes the investigation. Night Watch, presented with the cooperation of the Police Department of Culver City, California, W.N. Hildebrand, Chief. We transfer you now to Detective Unit 5-6, operating somewhere in the field, and to police recorder Don Reed.
We've checked out the southbound traffic looking for this hit-and-run suspect. So far, no luck. Here's a quick picture. Arriving at the scene of the crash. Siren clearing a path through the traffic. Two-door coupe rolled over inside, demolished. Traffic car, ambulance on the scene. Flares throwing out weird shadows. Strong smell of gasoline in the air. Man lying across the seat, bleeding profusely. Ambulance attendants administering first aid. Woman standing next to car, police blanket around her. Eyes glazed. Obvious shock condition.
Are you all right?
Calling through the broken glass.
Don't move. Are you all right? All right. Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you? Look at our car.
You want to tell me what happened?
I don't know what happened. I'll tell you the truth. Look at our car.
Sit in the car a minute. Let me go.
No, we just driving along and he hit our car.
Did you see what kind of car he had?
And I didn't see nothing. It was so quick.
Everything will be all right. They'll have you down at the hospital in a little while. Your husband's okay.
He's hurt.
Okay.
He's hurt. Come here, honey.
What's the matter, honey?
Are you all right? We're going to the hospital, baby.
What's they doing to me, honey?
Look at our car, baby.
Oh, look
at it. The guy hit us.
Husband placed on stretcher. Staring at wreckage of car.
Here, you can get on the front.
Moving him into the ambulance.
Up here.
Look at our car.
Wife up front. Ambulance disappearing in the traffic. Well, we got them on their way.
Not the only ones we got on their way. Take a look at this.
Where'd you find that?
Jam in the grill work of the car over there.
Well, what do you know? An out-of-state license plate.
Let's get this on the air.
That guy took off after clobbering that car. You figured he had it made.
Except for one thing. Left his calling card. 5-6 to Control 1.
Control 1 to 5-6. Go ahead.
5-6, we have additional information on the hit-and-run felony at Overland and Denton. The suspect's license plate was dropped at the scene. We advise all of the...
Control 1 to Unit 5-8, clear. KMA 394. All units on frequency 4 stand by. Cars 50 and Detective Unit 5-6 at 2932 Maple. That's 2932 Maple. Woman screaming for help. Code 2. Hello, 10-4.
5-6 to 1, roger. We're rolling.
Code 2. Use the red light. Hurry up. Woman screaming for help. Our climatic conditions tonight are not exactly conducive to high-speed runs. There's a heavy fog pouring in off the ocean. Actually, we won't turn our red light on. It reflects into the fog, makes it tougher to see. Well, we're rolling in second gear now. Gives us better control. Don't have too far to go. There goes our windshield wipers on. It helps a little bit. But we're going to have to crawl all the way. Now, this call, woman screaming for help, could mean anything. It's a case of not crossing your bridges till you get there. Wait and see what happens. A couple of more blocks to go and we're in business. I'll roll this window down, maybe it'll help a little bit.
Can you see that sign over there?
Wait a minute, I can't even make it out. Up a little more. Yeah, this is it. This maple. Well, at least we've found the street. That narrows it down. It's so foggy in here, you can't even see the houses. And here comes the black and white car from the other direction. At least I think it is. It's something with a flock of red lights on it. Well, this is it. Figure standing on the curb. Headlights of the other car silhouetting. Now our headlights. Woman caught in the crossbeams, waving. Uniformed officers, Blumenstein and Walter, hustling over with us. Woman, tiny, short-sleeved dress, trembling, tears, hair wet, stringy.
Excuse me. My husband and my mother-in-law have been drinking quite a bit. I only had one small cocktail. They've been drinking for hours now. My husband and my mother-in-law. And my mother-in-law wants to take my little girl away. Please don't let her.
She wants to take your little girl away?
Please don't let her.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to tell us the whole story from the beginning so that we can...
My husband said he was going to kill me. I only weigh 98 pounds, and he's a great big bully.
All
He's
right.
not going to beat me up anymore.
He's not going to beat you. Is your husband here?
Husband coming out of house. Very tall. Wife. Arms around officer. Hiding.
Your wife's complaining. A little trouble in the house. You've been drinking quite a bit.
It's not true. She's a little bit nervous. She's under the doctor's care for a mental breakdown, and she imagines things are not true, and I control her.
Mm-hmm. Well, now about her story about your mother take your child with her or something.
She
how
usually
about
keeps
that?
her because she isn't able to keep the child herself.
My mother-in-law takes her weekends. I have singing lessons every weekend, and I'm tired weekends, and she keeps her over Saturday night. But I don't want her to take her tonight because she's been drinking too much, and I'm afraid.
Well, now you told us when we came here that your husband has been drinking
He
too
has
much
too,
too.
of course he has.
But, he doesn't appear to me to be too intoxicated.
He must hold his liquor very well, then. He's certainly been drinking. You threatened to kill me, and I had to run next door. I was afraid you threatened to kill me.
I did not.
You did,
too.
too.
You took all my money and leaving, you said.
I did not.
You did, too. I got a witness to it.
I did not say I was leaving you. Cross my heart and hope to die.
You're so confused.
I did not say I
What
was
kind of
leaving
trouble
you.
are you under the care of a doctor for?
Just because a person goes to see a psychiatrist for 5 months. As soon as I started taking singing lessons, I snapped out of it. You know that. I needed an interest in life besides just housework. Anyway, I take singing lessons, and I'm going to be a singer. I have a voice. I'm going to be a singer, and maybe he's jealous. But But anyway, she's been being very mean to me lately, and tonight it started with a quarrel about dinner, that we didn't have the dinner on time, and the kids were hungry, and then it got worse and worse, and Mother's been drinking a lot. I said, your mother did. Your mother said we didn't have dinner on time. So then he said, so then I said, next time, why don't you take us out to Chinatown for dinner, and then there won't be a quarrel about the dinner. And then your mother said, call a taxi. I'm leaving. I've been insulted. And so then you said, no, I won't call a taxi. So I said, if your mother feels that she's been insulted, by all means, call a taxi. Because I said I meant no insult. And I said, if you don't like the way I'm acting, I said, you don't have to stay with me. If you're going to criticize me, you don't have to stay with me.
How much has she had to drink tonight?
One small one.
Oh, you did have one.
One small one, I admit it.
Intoxicated. She's just confused.
No, I'm not intoxicated.
Well,
you can't get intoxicated on one small one.
Maybe we go inside and talk to your mother-in-law.
If you wish to, but before you go in, I want to just tell you this. That I don't want her going up to your mother's when your mother's been drinking so much. That's the point I'm making.
You only had 2 small drinks all evening.
Darling, your mother has been drinking too much.
Is it material to you whether your mother takes her or if the baby stays here?
Well, I think the baby's safer when mother-in-law isn't here with us, so she's so upset she might do almost anything.
I'm not upset, and I wouldn't do almost anything.
Actually, I believe your wife is deemed fit to take care of the child until she's legally ruled otherwise.
Moving up on the porch.
So I believe the child's
middle-aged woman making an appearance. Hair up in curlers. Little girl bringing up the rear.
Oh, I see. Oh, Mr. Policeman! How are you?
You kids want to go back inside there? That's the little girl, huh?
She's all right.
Wife ducking behind officers again. Mother-in-law, hands on hips, glaring.
You think she's been drinking?
I know she's been drinking.
Well, she's the one that took the first drink, and to be sociable, I drank with her.
Mm-hmm.
How many, though? I only had one small one.
I had 2, dear. I only had 2.
I think you better have a psychiatrist examine Mrs. Gunter.
I've already been to a psychiatrist for 5 months. You know that.
I came home last night. The child making sentences about a cut her throat, and I took her out of the bathroom before she got a razor blade.
That is a lie.
That
in
is
the bathroom,
not.
and I came home looking for a razor
I
blade.
was not looking for a razor blade. You're
That
lying.
is true. The child
The
told me that.
child itself will bear it out, I mean.
That is a lie.
That is not, officer.
Okay, then let me just tell you this and see why there would be any
Well,
reason for me to cut my
I'll tell you
throat.
what. We'll let your husband decide what to do.
One other time, she ordered me out of this house when my son invited me here, and I brought some peaches for a child to eat. And she came to me and told me I was poisoning the child and for me to go home and never come back to her house. Now, that's the truth. Don't you dare deny that.
Well, I mean,
It would be better if you never
It would
came
be
to
better
the
if I
house.
never saw you, my
Why did you
dear.
bring her?
I'll tell you.
You invited her here and told me you bring her here, didn't you?
You know you take your mother. Don't lie about this. I didn't lie about the psychiatrist. Almost every time you go up there, you take liquor to your mother. I won't see my child sacrificed. I've seen your mother so drunk she fell down.
You're trying to sacrifice.
Don't lie. Haven't
Well,
I seen your mother so drunk she fell
you
down?
exaggerated to us when we came up here. You said...
No, I did not exaggerate to you.
You had me believing that your mother-in-law was stumbling drunk.
I've seen her stumbling drunk where she fell
You want
down.
to step over here for a minute, sir?
I have, and you were there.
Look, we appreciate your problem. You know we can't take sides. Your mother seems to be the main source of agitation here, and I'd suggest you take her home. Also suggest that you try to get some more treatment for your wife. If we can help, here's my card.
Okay, thank you.
Fleming, why don't you give her the word?
Wife out on porch. Husband bending down. Put his arms around her.
The baby's going to stay here.
I'm glad you did, because if you hadn't, I would have divorced you. Glad that you see it my way.
Yeah. I want to do anything to make you happy, Derry.
You say you've been married 12 years now. There's no reason why you can't be married another 12 years. No longer, is there?
He's a very smooth worker. I know him. I ought to.
Well, if you want to take care of the baby, you better go in the house and take care of the baby
Not with him.
while he takes his mother home. See?
When I see you and your mother drive off, I'll go in the house. Not till then. I know you. If you were a woman, you'd understand. Please take her home and don't bring her back anymore.
Husband taking off coat. Putting around wife. Has mother-in-law by the hand. Heading for car. Disappearing in the fog.
Thanks a lot, Fleming. We'll see you guys later.
You know, seeing all these things makes a guy wonder about getting married.
Yeah, doesn't change my mind any.
You are listening to Night Watch and following the activities of Detective Unit 5-6 on its tour of duty. Remember, the people and sounds you are hearing are real, and the investigations are recorded in the field as they actually occur. And now, back to Night Watch, as we return you to Detective Unit 5-6, somewhere in the field, and your official police recorder, Don Reed.
All units in the vicinity in cars 50 and 56 in 51's district at 2205 Welltone. 2205 Welltone. Prowler in the backyard now, code 2. 501, 10-4.
5-6, Roger. We're in the area. We'll approach on Welltone and check out the house from the front.
50 to 56, we're just north of that location. We'll come in through the alley.
Roger, 50.
Prowler call. Reported in the backyard. We'll take the front. Radio car will come in through the alley. This is about our third prowler call. The same general area in the past few days. Hold on. Probably of all the types of calls received, this is the most difficult to pinpoint. You're liable to turn up with anything. Stray cats trying to get into a house. Wind blowing wire against a screen. Then again, just a good old-fashioned burglar trying to break in. We're within a couple of blocks now. Fog is cleared. There goes off our lights. Rest the way in the dark. Checking the streets for anything out of the ordinary. There's two figures coming out of a driveway. Girl and a boy. Arms around each other. Not very good burglary suspects. Street's dark. There's a porch light on the middle of the block. Probably it. Right. Let's hit the number checks.
5-6, code 6 on Welltone.
5-6, 10-4.
Detective to the rear. We'll cover the front. Young woman standing on the porch, bathrobe pulled tight around her throat. Trembling.
I have to... That gate is tied to keep the puppy in. Do you want to come through here? The puppy barks, and last week my milkman money was stolen from the porch. Afraid to go to bed night. I thought after they took the money last week, maybe they'd come back, thinking I'd put it out again.
Oops. Woke the dog. You're a little late, fella. Flashlight signal from the back. Nothing out there.
And I can hear footsteps. I know that it's not a cat or anything.
Yeah.
And the other night, my neighbor was telling me someone came over her wall. They just came over from the back property there. I'm getting so I'm afraid to go to bed because it's no sooner than the house is dark. And it seems there's somebody out here.
Do you have your lights, on in the house?
Well, I always hear it after I go to bed, and all the lights are off. And I thought, well, since they took my money last week, I put the milkman's money out, that possibly they'd come back thinking I'd put it out again.
No.
But my husband's been in the hospital for 14 months, and I'm just getting scared to go to bed at night.
Well, I'll tell you what I would like to have you do in the future. First place, we'll leave word up at the desk so the cars can give you good protection down here. But next time you hear anything, don't turn any lights on. You could just dial the operator and say you have an emergency, you want the Culver City Police.
Mm-hmm.
She'll connect you immediately. You give the man your address, tell them there's somebody in your yard right now, and then just do it without them looking in. If they can look in the house and they see you go to the phone, or if you turn the light on, they're going to take off before we can get here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way we'll be able to get them, if you'll just quietly notify the police and then just stay inside till we get down here.
No, sorry.
So if you'll do that, we'll have a chance to get them for you next time.
Well, I hope so, because golly, Nick, I'm getting so my eyes are getting plugging out and staying up and reading.
Well,
Come on, baby,
you don't have to worry. We'll be out here to help you on it.
Oh, bye. Thank you for coming down.
You bet.
No, you go lay down, baby. Go on, you can't come in the house.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Back to our radio unit. Control 1 calling us on the air.
5-6, code 1. 5-6, code 1.
5-6, go ahead.
1 to Detective Unit 5-6. Car 50 wants you to contact them. Code 2. 50, can you read 5-6? 50 to 5-6. We're in the alley directly behind you. Found a juvenile suspect hiding back here. You want to meet us?
5-6, Roger. I'll be right there. Swinging around to get into the alley. Radio car in the rear, holding a juvenile suspect. Found hiding back there. Just a bit bumpy in here. Now, here's our main alley. Pitch dark. Radio car. Spotlight trained on uniformed officers. Young boy here in custody. What do you got, Bill?
We were cruising through the alley back here, and we found this young fellow hiding behind the telephone pole over there. I don't know if he's got anything to do with the prowler call or not, but Sergeant Dirks is over there talking to him.
Okay, let's go over and check him out. Suspect, 10, 11 years. Butch haircut. Hands on hips. Defiant.
I didn't do anything.
Well, why did you walk down the alley?
I always walk down the alley.
Oh, you always walk down the alley.
I always walk down this one. You could ask anybody.
Why don't you walk down the streets like a normal person would?
I don't know. I just walk down the alleys.
And you're going straight home?
Yes.
Where were you before I saw you, though?
I was up there walking down.
You weren't in this yard at all?
I just walked over here, down here.
You weren't in the yard?
Yes.
You wouldn't lie to us, would you?
I'm not lying, sir.
What else have you been taken into the juvenile officer for?
Nothing.
No curfew violation?
No.
Just for entering that boy's house?
Yes.
What if this lady identified you?
Well, let her identify me. Let her have a look at me.
You still weren't around the house at all?
I still wasn't. Let her have a look at me.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
How old are you?
12.
You know, you shouldn't be out wandering up and down these alleys,
Right.
regardless of whether you use it for a regular route or not. Because you'll always be questioned if you're intercepted by the police unit.
Well, you can ask this man. I was walking down the alley and
Well,
I just
let's
turned
square
here.
something away there right now. There was time enough for you to jump over that wall, run up there and hide behind a telephone pole, and then start walking back here nonchalantly.
All right, but I didn't. Let the lady look at me.
She didn't see you.
Then what do you want me for?
Because I think you were in the yard.
Turn around.
Checking out the young fellow's pockets. Very determined look. Sarcastic smile. Sort of dares the officers to find out anything.
You better change your route home.
All right.
And start walking down the street.
But I always ride down
I
here
don't
to
care
come
what you always do down here. Stay out of the alleys. You stay out of the alleys and stay on the regular routes of travel, you won't be in any trouble. If we catch you wandering down these alleys again, you're going into the juvenile officer. And if you go in often enough, you'll go to a juvenile home. Now, understand that. You have no business walking down these back alleys or through backyards. Maybe or maybe not you weren't in this yard, but you're in this area. It makes you a likely suspect. And if there's many more such incidents, you're going to be in trouble. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Bill, can I see you a minute? Yeah. He probably caused the prowler call. Won't be able to prove it. So I suggest if it's okay with you and Dirks that you call the juvenile car and let him take him home and talk to his parents.
Okay, Perk, will do.
We'll see you later.
Meet us in the alley at the 2200 block on Wellbone.
He was a nervy little guy, wasn't he, roaming around the alleys this time of night? Now, some neighbor take a pawn shot at him, he won't have as much nerve.
What you have just heard is real, recorded as it actually happened on the Night Watch. We switch you now back to headquarters and the desk of Police Chief W.N. Hildebrand.
The first investigation tonight involving the hit-and-run driver resulted in the suspect being taken into custody the following day, when the Detective Bureau traced the license plate dropped at the scene. The maximum penalty for hit-and-run is 1 to 5 years in the state prison. The second case of the disturbance revolving around a mother-in-law resulted in the recommendation that the wife have further psychiatric treatment for nervous disorder. The final interrogation of the young boy found loitering in an alley late at night was returned home by juvenile officers and his parents advised. In the overall pattern of police work, this case will be filed away with hundreds of others, but it is important in one respect. Every person, juvenile and adult alike, reaches a series of crossroads. A wrong turn, and overnight, a potentially good citizen could be turned into a criminal. I cite, for example, the hit-and-run driver tonight. The case of the 12-year-old boy roaming alleys at 1 o'clock in the morning is a violation of curfew, an offense in itself, but a serious situation could have developed had it continued. This is one of the crossroads of which we speak. To point out what can be done to control juvenile delinquency is one of the reasons for Night Watch.
Thank you, Chief Hildebrand. You have been following Detective Unit 5-6 on its tour of duty on The Night Watch. Every voice, every sound has been real. Night Watch is brought to you through the cooperation of the Police Department of Culver City, California, with technical advice by Sergeant Ron Perkins and described in the field by the official police recorder, Don Reed. Night Watch is produced by Sterling Tracy and Jim Hadlock.
KMA 907, Sacramento Police, to Unit 99. Are you in the clear?
Unit 99 to KMA 907. Unit 99, Sergeant Guthrie, 909. In service and on the air. This is Sergeant Bruce Guthrie of Unit 99 at Headquarters, Police Department, City of Sacramento, California. My detail is to ride in Unit 99, our tape recorder-equipped radio car, and to respond whenever the dispatcher transmits a signal to one of our other units on duty somewhere in the city. At the scene, we make the recordings which we provide for this program. Now, to tell you more about Unit 99, here's our chief, James D. Hicks, Sacramento Police.
When Unit 99 takes off on the dispatcher's radio signal, everything which happens is real. What you hear, happened. This is the standing order to Sergeant Guthrie, the officer in charge of Unit 99. Get it on the spot while it's going on. And as you listen, this is what Guthrie does. Now to Unit 99 and Sergeant Bruce Guthrie on duty.
Unit 3. A 211 has just occurred at 1511 16th Street. Following is a description of the suspect. Male, Mexican, 27 or 28 years, short build. Unit 3 respond. KMA 907.
Just had a stick-up on 16th Street. In the 1500 block, Unit 3 has been dispatched. We'll cover in on it. This is a liquor store.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? I mean, how much?
Well, I imagine probably in the early 50s or 40s, something late 40s. Something like that. That I couldn't say.
Was it light color or dark color?
I couldn't tell the color. See, it's...
Well, could you tell how many people were in the car?
No.
I mean, silhouette.
No. We couldn't see any forms at all down there.
You don't know whether there was somebody waiting in the car or whether a man got into it himself?
No.
Turn back to your clothing again. Did he have a suit on?
No, I didn't get the impression that he was well dressed, nor was he...
Wasn't shabby, then?
No, not exactly.
You said something about a mustache.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a mustache. Mm-hmm.
But I just say I got so scared I couldn't...
Was he a nice-looking fellow or just average?
Well, where I was, I didn't get too good look at him. See, I was back in the kitchen there, and when I first I didn't pay too much attention to the deal until I heard her say something about silver, and she was talking kind of loud. Then when I looked out here, he kind of ducked his head behind the cash register. Then I started walking out this way, and that's when he pointed the gun at me. That's the first I knew what was going on.
Anything to you?
No, he didn't. He just pointed the gun like that, heading towards the door, and he turned around and went out. Then I ran as fast as I could to the door, but by the time I got there, well, he was out of sight.
And I got so scared because he acted like the one that would really shoot. He really did. Yes, he did.
Was he nervous?
A little bit. He kept moving the gun quite a bit.
Did he talk with him?
No, not especially, no. That's about all he said. It was just give me your money. And then when I talked a little bit loud, he told me not to talk so loud. I think he said, shut up, don't talk so loud. And that was about the extent of his conversation.
Did you see him enter the automobile down in the alley?
It was dark down there. We couldn't even tell whether... We couldn't see anybody down there. The only thing we could see was the... we could hear the car starting up, and then they turned on the lights, and then they turned the lights off again until they drove down to the street, and then they turned the lights on again, and they turned down that way on 17th Street.
Sergeant, we just have picked up a suspect out here fitting a description of this party, and we'd like to have the lady at this time come out and make an identification of it.
Fine, we'll bring him outside. We have a man in Unit 62. The lady, the proprietor of the liquor store, is going to look at him. I understand this man was picked up at 20th and P Street by one of the traffic officers. He was transported back to the scene by Captain Richer in Unit 62. We're having a discussion by the car. We're having the suspect, get out.
Quite a bit his size, but I just can't say. I just can't say yes.
Does the clothing match at all?
That I can't say. As soon as I saw that gun, I got so scared. I haven't been feeling very good anyway. And
did your husband see the culprit?
Just a glimpse of him, because when come out, he's here right now.
Is this the culprit here that held you up?
I couldn't say. I didn't get a good enough glimpse of him. It's about that build and about that height. And I'd say the complexion is about the same.
What about a clothing description, sir?
I can't give you any clothing descriptions.
Then you couldn't possibly identify this party here, then?
No, I couldn't.
And neither could you, ma'am?
I'm sorry, I can't in this case.
Looks like one of those dead ends, doesn't it?
One of those dead ends, Sergeant.
Captain Richer, will you tell us what they're going to do with this suspect they picked up?
Well, I don't know at the moment. We're going to hold him and see if we can get any further identification. Of course, we'll look around here and see if we can find anybody else that might have seen the culprit leave, and if we can, we'll let them see if they can identify him.
You going to turn him over to the detectives?
We will.
Okay.
The description given by the victims of this armed robber was meager and vague, but don't be hasty in criticizing their failure to observe the bandit closely. Experience has shown that the average private citizen is not very observant, and even less so when a gun is pointed at him. The only suspect in this case was not identified and was released.
Unit 2, 415, code 2. Check Unit 2, came in on a 7.
Unit 2 has a call. Don't know what the nature of the call is, but it's a new car dealer. There's someone inside the office is motioning to us to come in. The unit hasn't arrived. Let's go in and see what it is. Doesn't seem to be any excitement, but the people are apparently expecting a policeman. We'll go in and contact them and see what the trouble is.
We repossessed the car from a guy, and he's threatening everybody with a lug wrench and so forth. I want him out of here.
Where is he?
He's in there in the office. Threatening the guy with a lug wrench. There's 3 or 4 of us here kept him from
The unit that's answering this call will be here in just a minute. We'll go in and talk to him until they get here. Back here in the back? Hi, what seems to be the trouble?
Oh, we repossessed a car here, and there seems to be an argument about a tire that was on it.
We want him to keep the car, but the tire belongs to my brother, and we'd like the tire back. There's already 5 tires on it with the car that have yellow rims. This car has a green rim. This tire has a green rim. And we would like to take the tire because my brother wants it back. Now, other than that, everything else on the car is fine. We want them to keep it. We don't want it. But this tire is obviously, it has a green rim on it, and that's what we want.
It is your tire, huh?
Yes, there are five tires besides that.
The whole deal is, now, I come in 1 month before that payment was due, and I told them that they can have the car back. I was not going to make any further payments on it. And he said, we don't want the car back. I said, okay, it'll be sitting over there. So he phoned me up last week. That was after the payment was due. He said he wants the car. He wants a payment. He doesn't want the car still. I said, well, I'm not making a payment. You can have the car. So at about 8:30 tonight, he goes over there. He doesn't knock on my door or anything. They just throw the car away. They don't knock on my door. They don't tell me anything about it.
Well, you'd already given them permission to do that. You told them you didn't want the car.
Well,
no reason for you to get excited about it now.
No, we're not excited about the car. We don't give a darn about the car. But we want the tire, because it doesn't even belong to us.
Well, let's see if we can find out about this tire. How about this tire on the car?
Well, I maintain that we towed the car in here with the tire. The tire was on the car when we towed it in. I've been willing to have them come back and discuss it with the management and make the decision then. As far as I'm concerned, it was bolted to the car when we picked the car up, and therefore it's part of the car right now.
Well, you have a good point there. Actually, this gentleman is right. The tire is on the car, and it's a civil matter. It's something that you would have to take up through the courts, or, as he suggests, through the manager. It would make it so much simpler if you come down here in the daytime, when they're open for business, talk to the manager and see what kind of a deal you can make with him.
In other words, if they decide that the tire should go with the car, my brother's just out of tire, and in other words, what do you do about that?
I told you, that's a civil matter. That's something that you would have to take up through the courts. Get yourself an attorney and let him
might as well pay for
look
the tire.
into it.
There's no question about this. There's 5 tires, and there's 5 that have yellow rims, one that have a green rim.
Your mind.
There's no question in my mind. It's mine. I'm going to come down tomorrow, and I'm going to take it.
Well, now you're going off a little bit, you're getting a little off base, because you can't go into any business place and take something.
No, you're wrong. It's
But
no question in your mind.
And the same principle, I think, is very underhanded for that they're trick equal.
Don't get yourself excited. It's not going to help the situation at all.
Well, there's no question about it. We'll come back in the morning.
That would be the simplest thing to do. Come back and talk to the manager and see if you can't work out some kind of a deal with him. Do you want to prefer charges against this man?
Well, I'd rather not, sir.
Well, that makes it simple, you see. He's perfectly willing to be reasonable about it. Why can't you?
We tried to be reasonable about it a month ago, and they wouldn't.
Well, that's the business policy. If that's the way they wanted to do it. No, they don't have the advantage. You had the car.
It still doesn't mean
I come down here, I set the car there, and I said, you can have the car, I don't want it. I'm going to leave it there. He said, you can't do that.
That's right, you had a contract with him. Just the fact that you don't want the car, you can't just give it up.
Well,
but you don't have to make the payments, that's true. Then they can repossess it, but they have to stay within the law, too.
Is that within the law to go out the street?
Right.
The car, and not even let me know about it?
They don't have to let you know.
You take my personal possessions and everything out of it?
It isn't your personal possession if it's in the car, and they take it. If you want to come down here and get it, the next day you can do so during business hours. Not at night.
Is that his business hours to go out there now? Is that business hours, sir?
Now, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
He come there at 8:30. That is not business hours to go pick a car up.
They can pick the car up at any time. Once those payments are in default, they can pick the car up. That's legal. They have a legal right to do that.
But yet, by the same token, I can't come down here. I mean, he did let me, though. I'll set the tire.
Well,
so far as I can see, there's no further point talking, because all he wants the tire will come back tomorrow and get it.
That's the thing to do. Come back tomorrow and take care of it.
Okay.
In this case, the arrival of the police may have averted serious trouble. The man whose car was repossessed was quite upset and did threaten the auto agency employees with a lug wrench. However, Sergeant Guthrie acted as unofficial mediator, and violence was avoided.
Unit 99, 940, Unit 6 at 30th and G, George.
99's got up, Roger.
Okay, 99, came in on a 7.
Unit 6 wants us to meet them at 30th and G. We'll see what it is. Hi, Jack, what do you got?
Well, I got a young girl here that either apparently snuck off with the father's car or the boyfriend took the car and she dropped the boyfriend off and she's proceeding to drive it around town. She doesn't know how to drive an automobile and doesn't have a driver's license and never did have one. She practically ran us down going through a stop sign trying to control the car and pulled her over here and asked her how she got it. Comes out some kind of a story about her father let the boyfriend have the car and she dropped him off and now we're in the process.
How old is the girl?
16 years old. We're in the process of taking her home now and seeing what the father has to say about it.
Well, let's talk to her and see what it is. You want to slide over here, young lady, so we can talk to you, please?
Would you explain how you come by to getting this car tonight, please?
Well, this guy, he came home from the Air Force, and he drove the car to his house, and then after he went inside, he said he'd be out to drive me home, but he didn't come out, so I just drove home.
He has the car with your father's permission?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why is it that he left you with the car? Why isn't he still with you with the car?
Oh, I told you he got out.
Well, wasn't he supposed to drive you home with the car?
Yes, but he went inside. I turned off the motor. The gas was running, and I turned it off. I guess he thought I left or something.
So then you just took it on your own to drive the car then, huh? You were going home with her. Knowing, of course, that you don't have a driver's license and don't know how to drive a car. Do you realize that you could very easily kill yourself or many other people in doing that?
No.
Do you realize the seriousness of it?
Yes.
Well, I think you better take her home and talk to her father. We'll follow you over there and see what he has to say. We're at the house. Officer Morris and Moon are taking the girl out of the car, and they're going up to the front porch of the house. This is a story-and-a-half residence in a residential area, older type home. Apparently it's been broken up into small apartments. They're going around to the rear of the building. The young lady is leading us out clear behind the residence, going up the rear stairs. The lights on in the house. Going inside in the back porch.
You better knock on the door and wake him up. We're going to have to wake him up anyway.
Who's supposed to be in there?
My father and mother and my brothers and sisters. It's me, Mom.
Your husband here?
Yeah, he's in bed.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn on some lights so we can see, please.
You drove that car before? You never have used it before at all?
Oh, I fiddled around with it, backed it up in the driveway, but I didn't ever drive it.
You see, you are 16 years of age. Have you ever thought of going through the legal procedure to get a driver's license?
What's that?
You're not aware of how to get one at all? Evening. Found your daughter here tonight driving a car which belongs to you after she nearly ran us down going through a stop sign. We asked her if you knew she had the car, and she said that you had given her boyfriend permission to use the car.
Yeah, the boy.
Well, the boy evidently left your daughter in the car to go in and visit somebody or something, and she waited for a while and decided he wasn't coming back and proceeded to drive the car home herself. she doesn't know how to drive a car at all. She couldn't stop it at a stop sign, and we had to bring ours to a complete stop and swerve to avoid getting hit. And we pulled her over, and she told us that she had the car with your permission for him to use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the boy is in from the Air Corps, see, and he came here, and I told him that he could use the car, see. He's he's a very good boy. He doesn't drink. That's one thing he doesn't do. You know, he's dependable. But I didn't know that would, or I wouldn't even let him have it at all. Because I've just been teaching her here lately. I haven't got it to permit her.
She could use some more instructions, believe me.
Yeah, she can use some more.
There's one thing about it. We're not just exactly sure what happened. Would you try to find out why she was driving the car for us?
Well, he went in the house, and it was dark around there. I didn't want to go around there. I waited there. I was sitting in the car for half an hour, so I turned off the gas.
I was coming after you sitting out there anyway in the first place.
I don't know. He said he's going to go in.
Where do you go in? In his father's house?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he don't know where you're at. Now he's going to be worried about you.
I didn't want to sit out there all by myself all night.
How long did you wait for him?
About half an hour, I guess.
Well, you know he'd have came out sooner or later. And he was out there, and he's talking to his father. I mean, you know he wasn't going to be in a hurry because he just got back from he's been gone over a year. He was going to come back, you know.
You sure that you and the boyfriend didn't have an argument? He left you?
Oh, we're not that good of a boyfriend.
Not that good friend, huh?
No, he's before he went to he stayed with me. See, before he went in service, you know, stayed with me, and as soon as he got his furlough, well, he come right back here, you know, just same as his father.
They used to go to shows together and everything.
Yeah, the boy's father wasn't very good to him. See, so I'm more of his father than he is. So he comes right back to me, you know.
Where were they supposed to go tonight?
They was just going to go for a ride. That's all it was.
Didn't have any particular destination in mind.
No particular destination.
Where did he say he was going when he got out of the car?
To his father's house.
And went visit with his father?
Mm-hmm. But there was no lights on, and I thought his father was gone. But he went in there, and there was still no lights on that I seen because it was dark around there, and I didn't think anybody was home. I heard him slam the door, but then he never came out.
So. What'd you do? Just take the car and run off and leave him?
Well, I didn't know what was happening.
Well, you know he was still in there. You didn't see him. You should have run off and left him. He doesn't know what's happened to you. You know that? And you know good well he's going to be worried. That's for sure. You just took the car and you started off. Yeah, he's out there and he doesn't know whether someone come up and dropped the gun on you and says, okay, scoot over, let's go.
Well, I think that you should try to impress on your daughter the seriousness of driving an automobile without a driver's license.
Well, I have.
You say that you were teaching her to drive. Did you ever make an effort to get a license for her?
Well, no, not yet. I told her I was going to go out next payday. I said I'll go out next payday and get a permit. But she had no permission. She had no permission to drive in that car at night herself. Did you, girl?
No.
Do you realize how serious it could be for your father if you had an accident?
Yeah.
It could be very bad for you.
I think it's soaking in now, though. I think she's realizing it right now.
Officer Morris, what are you going to do with this girl now?
Well, she seems to be a pretty clear-headed girl, and the father seems to be very cooperative in the situation, so we feel we'll turn it over to the parents and let them handle it in their own way. And we hope that we never, and we don't think we ever will, catch her again in this situation.
Well, I appreciate very much your cooperation on that part. And trusting me on turning the whole thing over to me. And I also believe the same thing. I don't think she'd do it again.
How about you, young lady? How do you feel about it?
I'm sorry I did it.
I don't think you'll do it again, will you?
No.
Your first reaction possibly was that this girl was quite unlucky in having her near collision with a police car. But, as a matter of fact, that might have been the luckiest thing that ever happened to her. The officers got her out of the car and off the streets, and in so doing, may have saved her life.
This is Unit 99 in Sacramento, California. These on-the-scene tape recordings were provided by the Sacramento Police Department and were made on duty by Sergeant Bruce Guthrie in Unit 99. Your host is Chief James V. Hicks of the Sacramento Police Department. Unit 99 was directed by Tony Kester and came to you from Sacramento.
Unit 99 to KMA 907. Unit 99, 908 coming in. End of tour.
Check 99, KMA 907.
Unit 99 has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.